Hello everybody. Another nice day, a little bit windy, a little bit on the chilly side. But we do need to check these queens today. See if they've been released out of the cages. Yeah, checking that they've been released out the cages. Just sparking up the old smoker. A bit windy today, but the girls will be fine, I'm sure. Just lighting up the smoker. There we go, that should be alright. Not that we need it today. We shouldn't really use a lot of smoke when checking on queens. Putting some wet grass on the top of the smoker. That should get going. We'll leave that on the side to let that get going. The pigeons nesting in the bush there. You probably can't see, but yeah, they're in the laurel there. But yeah, we've got that hive to go through, this hive to go through, and this hive right down the end, the nuke down there to go through, just to check that they've accepted their queens. A little bit windy today. Just getting the smoker going. So I've just got a bit of hessian sack and then green grass on top, just to stop the sparks. So yeah, just going to go through 3 of the hives that are there. Just to be nosy, it's a little bit on the windy side today. It'll probably be a quick in and out. So he's putting some long green grass in the top to stop any sparks coming through the smoker and firing down on the queen. I mean, like I said, you shouldn't really need to use smoke. Especially when looking at new queens. How is everyone today? We're going to go through some hives today. We're looking for the new queens that I put in there. So yeah, 50 quid a fray really. So fingers crossed they're all doing all right. Smoker's going nicely now. But we are going to go through some of these hives. Just going to get my gear on. There we go. Sorry for the zip noise, but yeah, I'm going to get through some of these hives now. Thanks for the likes. Thanks to everyone for coming. I don't know if you saw my video, maybe you did. Yeah, just trying to do my hood up. It's always a little bit on the hood. The tail of the end of the zip from the other side always gets in the way. Leaves a little gap for them to get in and sting me in the face. Not so good. But yeah, these queens have just gone in. What we on day 6 today. So yeah, need to just check and make sure they're out of the cage. Sometimes they get stuck in the cage and they can't get out, and that can cause issues. We'll start with the easy one. We'll go down to the end of the apiary. We'll go down to the end of the apiary down there and just check on this queen, make sure she's out the cage. Hopefully I've released the correct tabs, but yeah, come with me. We'll start down here first. That's going to be a bit of a pig to go through, but yeah, they ain't impressed. They don't like me anymore. So yeah, we're just going to check on this little beauty. Oh, you can't see. A little nuke here that I set up. I'm just going to put the smoker out the way. Don't really need it today. Just move all obstructions. I mean, I haven't seen any pollen going in, which is normally a telltale sign that the queen's out and running around, but we'll see. No two hives are the same, so we've just got to gently go through this hive, nice and steady. Don't want to upset the bees today. New queen in there, they could ball the queen and kill her. Any interference, they always blame the last thing in the hive, which is yeah, the queen, unfortunately, and then they'll blame her and then they'll kill her, which is not great. So I've got a little plastic crown board on here, so we should be able to see what's going on first. They're doing all right. They're eating a bit of that pollen. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll bring you in. It's not the best best hive placement today. So yeah, we'll just pop this crown board and see what they're doing. They are eating this fondant, which is good. And then we'll just see if they've got this queen out, really. I'm not going to use any smoke. Don't want to spoil any mandibular pheromone that's in the hive with a load of smoke. Just going to be very gentle and very slow. They're still only on a couple of frames, so we'll just check that they're out of this cage. So I'm just going to spread the frames just a little bit, just so I can get to that. Just see if she's been taken out. She's been released. We'll see. Fingers crossed she's not in there. So just gently easing the hive tool underneath the screw, just so I can lift that out. And this is the all big reveal, whether she's out or not. There you go, and as you can see, they've eaten all of that fondant and she's in the hive. Black Mountain Honey Queen, you see on the back there. So she is successfully released. I'm not saying that they've accepted her, but we'll just have a little nosy. Just see if she's started laying. I'm hoping they've accepted her and she's not in the bottom of this hive dead, but we'll soon see. Just make a little bit of room, doing everything really slowly. These girls are being very gentle, so we're just going to go in a little bit. So a little bit of stores here, so we're just going to check these frames here, see if we can see any eggs. So very gently lifting these frames out. Little rest stop there. Pick this up. Just looking for eggs. We've got nothing on there, that's just food, a bit of comb. And the same the other side. They're still munching through it. Just looking into the bottom of the hive, not seeing a dead queen on the floor, which is good. So far so good. So just being super gentle with these girls. Don't want to upset them with the new queen in there. Just nice and gentle with these frames. We'll see if we can find some eggs or the queen. Super gentle with these frames. Just looking for that queen. Not seeing her there. Not seeing her on the bottom of the hive, which is good. So we're just, lots of bee bread, lots of food for eggs there. Nice frame. Way, try not to do that. Not seeing eggs on this frame yet. Sometimes it can take them a little while to get through, to get it back into laying. Just upset everybody now, just bashing that frame. Try and make a little bit more room for myself. There we go. We'll try this next frame. Nice and slow with these frames. Don't want to squash this 50-pound queen. Just looking into the bottom of the hive as well, just seeing if that queen's lying around somewhere. A little bit of old brood here. And we're full of eggs. So the queen could be on here. Yep, we've definitely got eggs. So we'll just switch this over, we'll just have a look for the queen. Don't want her to drop off on the floor. I'm not seeing her on here, so then I'll show you these eggs. And that's as far as we need to go with this one. So just looking for that queen again. Don't want her to drop off on the floor. This girl's a little blow. I don't know if you can see that. We have got eggs in there. So she is out and laying and being accepted. So that's as far as we need to go. We don't need to do anything else. So we'll just drop these frames back in and get it shut up. And that's a successful introduction, that one. Being super gentle. I shall pop this pollen back in. There we go, back in the corner. They can finish that off and get foraging with any luck. Get the crown board back on, and then I'll go through the other nuke, and then we'll do the big hive. So these girls are perfect. I've seen eggs, so she's definitely laying. Hope that's not a bit of hay fever, eh? Beekeeper that suffers with hay fever. So they're doing all right. All good. And I'll just leave the cage on top. I might pop that in my pocket. Just pop the insulation back on the top just to ensure that they don't get too hot. Those Payne's nukes are not the best. So yeah, successful number one. So then we'll go to this end nuke here. Here we are. Oh, thanks for the likes. We're going to pop into this nuke here. So that's the first queen. That's good. Good news. She's in there and she's laying. It'll take them long to dig the fondant out of the cage there. So we're just gonna, I don't know how close to bring you in so you can see what I'm doing. Just pop you in. And there we go. You can see a bit more. Thanks for the likes. It's weird that it's 9/11. Not so sure about that. A little bit windy today. So we know this hive here, this hive this side, has got a queen in from the hive next door. Lots of ants up here today. That's all right. So we're just we're gonna have to move that. Here we are. Just have to move this shovel in. And that was just the bits of plastic was just to protect the nukes from the wind. Really, we've had some savage wind. Right, can you see what I'm doing? I need to bring you in a bit more. There we go. So I'll try and show you every frame that I pull. These are just starting to get going. A lot of ants on top of here. I don't know what they're doing. So yeah, nice and gentle. Again, not a lot of bees in here. Don't need the smoke. Really gentle. Fingers crossed they've got this queen out and she's not still in that cage. There wasn't very many bees in here. They haven't really touched this fondant. May have to give them a few shakes of bees. I will get some frames and add some frames to this. So that's just a stores frame. So we're just going to pull that up and just have a little look. Little wobble on this nuke. Pretty good. Nice bit of stores for them. We'll just create a bit of room just by moving that frame across. So we're going to gently open this frame up. Nice and gently. And we'll just lift this queen cage out. There we go, she's out of there. Another black mountain honey. So we're just looking for the queen or eggs now. Nice and slow, nice and gentle with these frames. Don't want to be squashing that 50-pound queen. No smoke required here. Not seeing eggs. Still some hatching larvae there. Keeping the frame over the hive. Just trying to see deep into those cells. I'm not seeing any eggs. Not seeing a dead queen on the floor either. Maybe she hasn't quite come into lay. But no eggs there, just food. Nice and slow with these frames, no rush. Let's pop this fondant off. They definitely need a couple of frames of brood in here, I think, just to give them that little push for the summer. Not that I want anything off them this year. I can see the queen already. She's on the frame. Oh, she's a little bit runny. There she is. Yep, we've got eggs, so I'm happy. Blue dot queen and eggs, so that can go back in nice and gently. Don't want to squash that queen now, she's been accepted. So that is good news. Just moving these frames back across. Good news, good news. Queen accepted and in the hive laying. Black Mountain Honey Queens, here we go. That's that, so I'm just going to squeeze a bit more of this out. And I'll probably put some more in. I want to put some frames just to fill that gap up. I will put some more fondant in there. It's all good. Queen, so that's 2 out of 2 so far. It's pretty good, pretty happy. We'll go through that big hive now. What's going on? Crown board slightly in the way there. These are a pain in the bum sometimes. Plastic crown boards on these hives. Stop you getting the lid on. There we go, that's that lid on. Let's put that windbreak back. Shovel against it, and then we'll just put this insulation back on top. So yeah, that's all good. She's been accepted and she's laying in there, which is perfect. You just want to leave them alone now for a few weeks, let them build. So right, is that a bit far over? Yeah, she looked a bit panicky, but then new queens are a bit panicky. So now this is going to be the pain in the bum. Let's come this side. There we go. Have a dig through this. Thanks for the likes, everyone. Sorry I can't reply to your comments. I haven't got any like adjudicators or anything to answer questions or anything, and with gloves on it's a real pain. So yeah, I didn't want to remove the queen out of here. I wanted to make another new cup, but unfortunately when I made the new cup, because the queen had they'd worn the paint off the queen, yeah, I didn't see her go in, but she's in that nuke. She's in the nuke opposite over there. But yeah, we'll just see what's going on. I'll just go and get the smoke, because these are a pain in the arse, these bees. Can be a bit fruity. So yeah, we're just checking that the queen's been released and that she's laying, perhaps. Day 6 of the cages being open. Everything goes on your lid just to ensure you don't put anything on the floor. I'm not even going to lift the crown board on this. I'm just going to give it a little crack. I don't really want to use smoke yet. If you use smoke, they can bull the queen. So I'm just going to pull this super off. Shouldn't really be a lot in it, shouldn't be heavy. Yeah, not a lot in there. We'll get this next super off. Not a lot going on in there. Is the excluder going to stay down? Right, well, it stayed on the bottom of that super, so we'll just lift it up and just make sure the queen's not on the bottom of there. I don't see her on the bottom of there, so we just pop that on top. A little bit of weight in there, so they have been doing something. Queen excluder wanting to pop out. So yeah, here we are. Let's bring you in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Yes, I know. They're all in front of the tripod there trying to work out what's going on. So yeah, nice and steady with these. So we create a little bit of room, try and pull that. Just steadying that frame when I'm pushing it across. Don't want it to jig like it just did. Just pushing these frames nice and gently across. Trying to release that. So then we'll just pull this to make sure the queen's not in here. Oh, there we go. Sometimes I don't actually get her out. There you go, she's definitely out of there. Black Mountain Honey Queen. Pop this to one side, and we'll start looking on these new frames. I think I'm not going to start at the ends. I just want to have a look at these new frames. Let's have a look on this one. So we're just looking for eggs or the queen. I haven't really got a lot of room there. Maybe I'll just chiv these across a bit. There we go. Nice and slowly over the hive. Just gently pushing these frames across. They have still got original brood in here from the last queen. So I'm just going straight to the middle frames really. Just creating a bit of room for myself. I just want to see eggs, that's all I want to see. Or the queen. And then we'll get out of here. Just want to make sure that they haven't copped up. Can I get this out without? Always rest the frame down in case you drop it. So we're just going to have a look at this frame, which is closest to the cage. Just looking for, it's all just honey bound. Don't want to upset these girls too much. So we're just looking for eggs. Not seeing any on there. Just a little bit of old brood there hatching. Looking for eggs. Nothing on here as yet. Just checking for that blue dot queen. Nice shiny cells there, full of bee bread, full of food. These bees are just waiting to see what this queen can do. So we're just going to work our way across now. That frame I don't need to touch. Sometimes when the drawer frame's out, the queen goes straight in and lays, so we're just going to have a quick look. Brand new frame, they're just drawing that out there, can you see that? Lovely jubbly. These bees are much better. I'm guessing they've accepted the queen. But until I see eggs, there's no guarantees. So I'm not using any smoke. I mean, it's there if they get all rowdy. I really don't want to use smoke if I don't have to. It can disrupt the mandibular pheromone of the queen, and if that happens, they can ball that queen and kill her. No eggs as yet, can't see any eggs, and that really does look like a hatched queen cell there. I'm hoping I caught that and that's not hatched in there, otherwise that's another queen gone. Oh, maybe I missed that one. Not seeing any eggs. This could be bad news. That could be a hatched virgin there, that cell. I'm hoping it's been chewed down. They're normally chewed down from the side though, and that was chewed down from the top. So maybe we've got a virgin running around in here and she's just cost me £50. So desperately searching for this queen now, or eggs. That's just a food frame. A virgin will always kill a resident queen. They're always stronger and more powerful. Yeah, I hope that wasn't another mistake I made there, Jamie. Maybe I missed that. It's unusual for me to miss queen cells, but we shall have a little look. Looks like I'm going to have to do a full inspection on these girls. Not seeing any eggs. These are just food frames. Yeah, we're just food on here. I hope that's not a hatch queen cell, and that the other queen went and stung that, and they haven't hatched that cell. That virgin would just kill my bought-in queen. That's why I don't like doing queen replacements in big hives. Yeah, not seeing anything there. These bees seem nice and quiet. So we're just going to work our way back across. There's a bee on the side of the veil there, just making sure she's on the outside, not on the inside. Can be quite worrying. I mean, they're drawing frames. I mean, if you have a look at this frame, it's very nicely drawn. We're getting there. I'm just food in that. Have I sent another queen to its death? I seem to do it maybe once a year. There's always one queen. We've checked these, haven't we? So just double checking. Looking for this queen. It's just food. I mean, there's no roar coming from them. Just working our way across again. Back to where we were. A few grumpy bees on the veil now. I hope that doesn't mean that they've killed the queen and that there's a virgin in here somewhere. We'll soon see. I could put that frame back in, but I'll do that in a minute. We'll just check these frames here. And we'll have to go through the bottom box as well and see what's going on. Just looking for that blue marking on the queen. And any eggs. Not seeing any. I think we're going to get back to food again here. Again, trying not to use smoke, because that can disrupt the smell or the pheromone of the queen, and in doing so they could ball her, not recognising that she's resident. So just looking, and I'm not seeing no eggs in there. So we'll have to go through this bottom box, I think. Maybe I missed a queen cell. I hope I didn't. I mean, they're not pulling anymore. I mean, I suppose they would need an egg. There's a little cup there, but see, there's nothing that's going to be in that. And the next frame's going to be another food frame, I think, the last frame. We'll have a little look. Sometimes they lay on these last frames. Nice angry bee round the veil there, you probably heard that. They always use like a different tone when they're angry. They step it up a little bit. It's not looking good. So this is just old brood that's hatching. Looking deep into the cells, just looking for eggs. But I think what I've done here is I've got a virgin in here somewhere, which means I'll throw them all through an excluder and remove that. So I'm just blowing on the bees there just to move them out the way. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of room for eggs, but they're not on here. Right. I'm just going to pop that frame in. I know it's in the wrong position, but it should be alright. Right, let's just move these bees off the lugs. She's definitely not on here, and we're not seeing any eggs at all. Let's just push that across a bit. Frame back in, and then with any luck the queen won't jump up into a top frame, into this top box before I've moved it. Keeping these frames nice and tight so we don't get any brace comb, giving the bees time to move out the way. Little boy there. Right, we'll have to go underneath then. Yeah, maybe there's a queen in here, like a virgin queen, but we'll soon see. So I'm just going to put this box to one side. I'm not going to put it on top of the supers. The queen may run down, so I'm just putting the box on its side. And we've got to go through this bottom box. Again, I don't really want to use smoke if I don't have to. Can you still see? Got a few angry bees, which may be telling me that that the queen hasn't made it. Start going through these. A lot of bees in these boxes. Fingers crossed the queen has made it, and that she's actually laying downstairs. Nice and slow with these frames. Just looking into the bottom of the hive there, not seeing the queen, dumped out, staying over the hive. No eggs on there. What's that, rain? Looks like it might rain. So just looking at these frames. Lots of bee bread. A little bit hunched over. A little bit windy today. Still, I've got to have a look. Very light frame. No eggs or larvae on here. Well, I suppose 2 out of 3 ain't bad, if that's what's happened. Just looking in the bottom there, not seeing any dead queen at the front. I'll have a look in a minute. We'll check if there's any dead queen. Sometimes they'll fly her out. She's dry enough. You know, she's dried out a little bit. They'll be able to fly her out, and I'll never find her. But yeah, we've got to keep going. So there's another cell that I've missed. Man, what a dickhead. So we're probably looking for virgins now. Yeah, there's another cell here. Look, I'll show you. You see it? Looks like it's hatched. And we've still got a capped cell at the bottom here as well. What the? Yeah, I think they've killed her. Can't see that she would have... What? Another queen cell. Capped. Maybe it's desperation, maybe they're too old. Yeah, something tells me I'm going to have to put these through a queen excluder. I don't think they accepted that queen and they've killed her. Yeah, just hatching brood there. Damn it. I may let them re-queen, we'll see. Yes. So another beekeeper error there. Missed a couple of cells on reintroduction of the queen. They're just drawing this frame out. Oh, poor queen. I hope they haven't killed her. Yeah, I'm going to have to put these girls through a queen excluder, I think. Nothing on here. So I'm probably looking out for a virgin somewhere. God damn it. Yeah, nice little roar coming from them now. God damn it. The more I look, the more I think she's not in here anymore. No eggs. Another cap queen cell there. I thought it was 8 days, I mean. God damn it. Like throwing £50 into the air. So yeah, something tells me there's a virgin queen in here. Maybe I'll buy another one. Put them all through a queen excluder. So I just got my first sting there, straight into the thumb. Just going to pop that out, obviously scrape it out. And once you've got it out, once you've stabbed it into your thumb 5 times, just give a bit of smoke in the area. Right, we're just getting that one out. We were, she's nice and tight. Yeah, no eggs. No eggs, no queen. These are a bit runny across the frames. It's unusual to find queen cells that haven't been chewed out. If there was a virgin running around, she would find those cells and she would knock them down. I mean, that's clearly a boy cell, but I'm gonna just ruin that anyway. Can you see that blue queen? Yeah, maybe I should have left it 10 days. You know, being queenless. What's that cell there? Gutting. Oh dear. Well, there you go. That's what happens. Not seeing a dead queen in the bottom of the box. Maybe they've flown her out. I'll have a look in the floor and out the front there in a minute. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've been successful in this one. So yeah, there's probably a virgin in here somewhere. To be fair, that's what they did to me last year. You'd think you'd learn, wouldn't you? But yeah, not today. So yeah, perhaps there's a virgin in here, so maybe I'll let them re-queen. But it's not the genes that I want in this hive. They're a little bit fruity. And I don't like that. So yeah, looking for a virgin queen, perhaps. Another cap queen cell there. Jesus Christ, how did I miss all these? That's extended, you see, but there's nothing in it, you see. Just some old jelly. Another extended one there. Larva's no good. Maybe that's been stung, but yeah, something tells me I've missed a few cells here. And they've just killed that queen. Another cell there, another massive cell. Maybe that's hatched. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to throw these through the excluder. Just to make sure they've got a queen in there. I don't know if I'm gonna do that now. Maybe I'll do it another day. Getting to the end of the box now. All hope is being drained from the beekeeper. Poor queen. All my fault. See, and then they've drawn out a load of cells here, but I don't think they'll be young enough, you know. A lot of cells here, but I'm pretty sure that they're too old. So look at all these cells. Can you see the ones I'm pulling out? I'm sure they'd be too old. What a pain. Maybe we'll have a quick look. Throw them through the excluder. So yeah, this is a failure, this one. Failed, I think. Maybe in future I'll leave them a bit longer. Maybe there was just some viable eggs that they could make some queens out of. My bad. Beekeeper error again. Maybe I'll get a queen delivered, but I'm definitely not going to put it in here unless I shake these through an excluder. I'll use a bit of smoke now. Now I know there's no queen. Bloody queen cells. So just smoking them down. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to get another queen and then throw them through an excluder. Maybe I'll pick up another queen, you never know. But yeah, they're not going to be mated, which is why I was getting harassed yesterday, because these girls are still queenless. So just sliding the box across, not putting it straight down on top of them, just sliding that box across as best you can. Trying to get that box nice and square, keep that heat in. They've revved right up now, so chances are there's no queen in there. What a pain. Well, like I said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Definitely a nice roar coming from them now. Yeah. Oh well. Well, like I said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. They've got plenty of room. Knock down all those cells again. Maybe they've not had a chance to make a virgin. But yeah, just making sure these are nicely square on, which they're not, which it's not. Push that over. There we go, that should be. There we go. Oh well, you can't win them all. Come on, you lot. Unhappy beekeeper here. So, inconclusive, that one. So we'll have to come back into this hive We're going to have a quick look out the front. Thanks for the likes, everyone. Just noticed those. I'm just going to have a quick look out the front, see if I can see the queen. Yeah, sometimes they fly out with her, sometimes they leave her on the front for you to find. So she could still be in there, but who knows? Oh well. Well, at least we know then, don't we? We know we either need a new queen, or they're in the process of making a new queen. Oh well, like I say, you can't win them all. These girls are running out of time though. I need to make me some honey this year. Well, they just cost me 50 quid. Oh, don't you get angry at yourself when that sort of thing happens? When you've made a mistake and you're just not picked up on all the on all the queen cells. Ah, well, there you go. 2. Let's get this other one. 3. I might just do a quick inspection just to celebrate. Yeah, I think I'll do that. What time is it? Oh, we got to. I'm getting battered by guards out of that hive now. Maybe we'll have a quick. Looks like it's going to rain, and the bees have all calmed right down. They're not going out anymore, so maybe that means rain. I'll just remove that entrance block. I mean to do that yesterday. There we go, they don't need that anymore. These girls are good as well. I don't need this entrance block anymore. I'll take that off as well. There we go. Ah. Yeah, I'm surprised I can't see her on the floor, being that she's got a big blue dot. They're humming away, they're not impressed. Yeah, I don't see her. Normally they put her out the front so you can see, look, they've killed her. She's no good. Anyway. We'll have a quick look in here. I'm not going to go mad in here. Just do a quick 10 minutes. Just going to check these Ross rounds. I don't know if you've seen them before. Ross rounds. And then I've got to go wicks and get some bits for the bee, for the honey house. Fingers crossed they're doing something with the with these Ross rounds. Sounds like they are. Feels heavy on the hive tool there. Let's see. Oh yeah, something tells me they're filling that up. Good news. Have a little look underneath. Yes, they're drawing them all out. I'll show you if you can see. You probably can't see. Can you see in there? I'm drawing those all out. So they're round combs of honey, and posh people go mad for them. So we're just going to have a quick look in here for any supersedure or anything. These bees are normally really calm. I'll grab the smoker if I need to. But yeah, I'm just trying to cheer myself up. Right, so I lost a queen today. Yeah. Beekeeper error. Just checking the bottom of that as usual. Queen excluder. And we're just going to have a quick look, make sure these girls aren't honey bound, which they look like they are. So we just start at this far end where all the space is. Let's see what's going on. I may go and get a super, pop a super on top of this. Oh, just honey. I've just scarred. Looking for that queen. She's not on there. Looks like it's going to rain. So I'll just try and go as quick as possible. So she's a marked queen in here, Black Mountain Honey. Maybe I'll get a touch of smoke, we'll soon see. So just checking on progress really. I don't want to see these frames just full of food. It's all just full of eggs and young larvae. We'll get that straight back in. And food and brood on the other side. And that's laid up as well. I can see the eggs in the bottom of the cells there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get another super, put it on top of these. Sometimes you have to really force them to go into those Ross rounds because they're full of it's so tight and it's full of plastic. Fighting a bee on the lug there. Beautiful. Checking the larvae, all good. Sheets of brood from this girl. Beautiful. Beautiful sheets of brood. Still hear that hive humming away. Yeah, they shouldn't really sound like that. It's all good. Big pools of royal jelly on these in these cells with the young larvae swimming around in there. So very healthy, happy bees. Just working our way into the middle of the nest now. That one doesn't want to come. Just give it a little lift. Staying away from the lugs. These gills are going to explode. I took a split out of these not so long ago. Oh, I see a queen cell. Charged. Charged. Yeah, if I don't give them space, they're going to go. Come on, you out there. I need to see what's in there. Charged. Yeah. Maybe they need a lot more room. Look at that. 2023 Black Mountain Honey Queen. Italian backfast. Beautiful brood pattern. Beautiful. That's what you want to see. And it's roughly 7,000. Let's take that brace comb off. It's definitely a bee killer when you put that back in. And this brace comb's on the bottom. You just kill bees. There we go. Let's clean that up nicely. Yeah, this girl's one of my best queens in here, despite her being 2023. Some good genetics in here. Were not impressed with me shaking that frame then. Just looking for that queen. Wow, she does a lovely job. Just looking for disease, it's all pollen. Another cup on the bottom there. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go and get a super, try and put them off this swarming. I mean, like I said, I've already split these girls. They'll just bounce back no end. 3 frames of nice brood there. These bees are not impressed. They know the rain's coming. They know the rain's coming, and I've got the hive open. Another beautiful frame of brood. These girls are ready to explode. Supporting a queen cell at the bottom of the frame there. Beautiful. I could probably split these girls again. Maybe I'll take the genetics from here. That's charged, that's got an egg in. Charged. Charged. Yep, so yeah, if I don't give these girls more room, they're gonna go. Let's clean off the bottom of these frames. Don't want to put the frame back in and then squash the queen. New frame here, we'll check this one. All drawn out. Full of eggs. Nice queen cell there. That's charged as well. We'll just take this brace comb off the bottom of the frames. Try not to let it fall into the hive like that. So we're just full of eggs and brood. I'll show you them. They're on this brood in all stages here, and if you can see deep into the frame there. Yeah, if these girls are intent on going, then wow, this hive is absolutely rammed. When you look down, there's a lot. So yeah, might even put 2 supers on here. Nice new frame, new brood. Found the queen. She's on this frame. Just having a look, a few queen cells. Try and keep the queen where she is so you can see her. Nice red dot there. Doing a wonderful job. Just going to check the bottom of these. Just keeping an eye on that queen. Just keeping an eye on that queen. Don't want her to run down to the bottom of the frame, which she just did then. Nice and gentle with the frames. Trying to take these queen cells, you know. They obviously feel that they need to move on. Nice and gentle with this frame. Doesn't take a lot for the queen to jump across onto another frame. Just full of food. Perfect. Just checking for that queen, that she hasn't gone down. There we go, we're done. We are done. There we go. Let's get these frames back across. I'll go and get a couple of supers. I sorted the shed out the other day, so I'm going to use a bit of smoke. Where's my smoker? I can smell it. Oh yeah, it's over here. So I'm just going to smoke these girls down a little bit. Just moving them up from this side of the box so I can just scrape this brace comb off without killing anyone. So they are producing queen cells. We'll see if we can get them out of that habit. You can see on top of the hive there, they're definitely cells. Let's get this back in. Let's get rid of these. Don't want them in the hive. Maybe I'll steal a bit of brood and put it in that nuke next to me. This one there, it's just had a new queen. All good. Queen excluder on top. Remember to give it a wiggle. Right, let's go and get a couple of supers. Bees still haven't taken. Oh, how do I do that? I can't do that. I've got bloody. It's asking me to do a capture on the front of the. What a pain in the ass. I've got to take a glove off now with all these bloody. Drag to slide the puzzle. Right, if I get stung, I'm going to blame TikTok. Oh, till it matches. Oh, it's a little bird. Way, it's let me continue. Thanks for all the likes. Yeah, I've had to come out of the way just to take my glove off. We'll get some supers anyway. I don't know if anyone remembers what the shed was like. But she's a lot tidier now. Right, supers. Maybe I'll try something. Maybe I'll put a brood box. I'm going to put a brood box on top. And we'll see if we can fill a brood box full of honey. We'll see. That's what I'm going to do, I think. So we're going to use a brood box. We're going to fill a brood box this year. I'm just going to put this straight on. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Ah, it's all tidy in there now. It sort of doesn't look tidy, but it is. It's tidy for me anyway. So yeah, we're going to see if we can fill a box of honey. So all we've got is foundation in here, which won't necessarily mean that they're going to come up and draw it out for me. I should really, maybe that's what I'm going to do. Let's pull one frame up. Let's pull one frame up from downstairs without any brood on, and we'll swap it for an undrawn frame. I know, I'm opening you up again. They're not impressed. Let's choose a frame. Nice frame full of honey. Away from the queen. Yeah, once you close them up, you shouldn't really open them back up. That's just full of brood. Don't want that. That's full of brood as well. I just want one without brood. If you move brood upstairs, they're more likely to just let it all die. Tiny patch of brood on there. and food on there, so I'm just going to pop that straight above them like that, obviously in this other box. And that will just encourage them to go up. Encourage them to go upstairs into that top box. Foundation going in, just taking up that gap. He's really unhappy with me now, messing them around in this horrible weather. Queen excluder. Just stop that queen coming up. That's going to be fun, getting that off when it's full of honey. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. That's pretty much what I've done. I'll get these Ross rounds on top. A few bees in here, a little bit of weight. Giving it a little wiggle to try and move anyone really. Just matching that up best you can. There we go. Job done. There we go, no dramas girls, no dramas. Insulation on top, not that you need it this time of year, but it's better out here than it is in my just making sure that lid's on. So yeah, that'll be about 60 or 70 kilos, so don't try this if you're not very strong. There we go. That's them done, and me pretty much done. Oh, thanks for all the likes everybody. Sorry I couldn't answer your questions and stuff. Yeah, so result is queen accepted there laying, queen not accepted there and killed. No brood, well brood, but no new brood. Yeah, maybe too many left queen cells maybe. I thought I got them all, but it's probably a virgin in that hive now. And this one's right at the end, the nuke at the end there, that's all been accepted as well. Right then guys, I'm just going to close the shed up. Thanks for all your likes. Thanks for all the people that have watched this live. And oh, let's put that back on top. So normally when I store, not that you can probably hear me now, but normally when I store frames in boxes, they get damp and then you can't get them out. So I just use those silica gel packs just to keep the damp out of them. Right, that's me done. I'm off to Wicks and get some panelling for the honey house. Yeah, wood's just so expensive. I'm going to go over to plastic, I think. Just use like fascia boards. Yeah, but we'll see. Right, thanks everybody for watching, and if you've stayed on this long, thank you very much, and hopefully you've learnt something today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.